I'll have a chat.
Okay.
And welcome to Bike Week America. This is probably the fastest 25 minutes you're ever going to see on live TV. I love coming in to do this show, and I'm absolutely grateful for the support I get from my cast and crew. And I got a big house tonight. I want to thank everybody in the house today. I have Gabrielle Cyranski. She's going to be working on the side over here.
Yep.
I have Just Martin, who is Just Martin.
I'm back. I'm back.
I have the Broad Ursula, who's in the house.
That's the
We're going to have her
yeah.
up here. I also have some very special guests who are going to be with us today. Terry Hardy, absolutely one of my bestest friends that I have got a project for you that is so cool.
That always
and
scares me
I also
when he
have
says that
Mike
to me.
Anthony Jones, who will also join us on our second half hour. We also want to thank everybody who is tuning in live in their establishments. We go around the country and we broadcast our show in establishments. For example, Gnarly J's in Downers Grove, Illinois is watching us live.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Nick.
Yeah, good job. We have Joe's in Crestwood, who is out there tonight. And we got a couple others. I think I'm going to make a list and I'm going to do this in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So stay with us. I know that you're watching from around the country. We bring you things that you want to know here on Bike Week America. The things that the normal media doesn't cover, the good things that bikers do.
Yeah.
And that includes the medical side.
Yeah.
Taking care of each other, because we're each other's brother.
Absolutely. Or sister.
It's a brotherhood. And I don't go...
Okay, are you going to go there on live TV really with me? For sure.
Brotherhood is not gender specific. It's just brotherhood.
Until just now.
So, this is a live call-in show. 738-1060 is the phone number. 312-738-1060 if you're out of
if you're not. Yeah, if you're not in our area code here.
We don't discriminate against area codes. We just want you to use them. Don't use the wrong area code and ask for Bike Week America. They're not going to answer.
There's some gentleman. He doesn't like it. He doesn't think it's
I
cool
know.
on Tuesday nights that he gets
I wasn't
going to
bring it up, but I thought I better.
Oh, that poor guy.
So let's see what we got coast to coast in the news. Since we got so much show today, let's hit the news. I want to make a few people happy today. And those few people who I want to make happy first are the ones who are watching this show. You guys absolutely rock. That includes the establishments who are tuning us in, which is the Llama headquarters in Chicago.
Right.
Thank you. That's a huge land for us.
He's looking at Gabrielle, if you're wondering where he's looking. Hola, ¿cómo está?
¿Qué pasa? I know cerveza.
Be careful. Don't ever let somebody who doesn't know Spanish start speaking it live.
Not a good idea. I know cuss and I know cerveza. That's it. But yeah, if you are interested in broadcasting our show and having a shout out to your establishments, we're interested in hearing from you. You can find us at facebook.com/bikeweekamerica.
Yeah.
Do a private message. Just let us know that you can stream into your establishment, and we'll say hi to your patrons. So hi to everybody at Gnarly J's. Hi to everybody in Joe's and Crestwood. Llamas, rock it on. Hot wings tonight? Hot wings tonight over at the Llamas headquarters over on Fullerton. You know how to find it. But welcome to the club. It's just our way of paying everyone forward. So thank you for that. You guys rock.
Yeah.
And I think what we ought to do is maybe talk about the time change. Did you know that the time change is coming up?
Well, I think that's like Saturday night. We get an extra hour.
Yeah,
yes.
We get an extra hour of sleep finally? Holy crap, Martin.
I don't know if I like that, though. It gets dark too early then. It upsets me.
It upsets you?
It upsets me. It gets dark way too early.
Well,
yeah, less riding time, and be careful.
I'm all for a time change. I can use an extra hours of sleep right about now. I know I'm 10 minutes into the show and it's like, oh, I just so you know.
And I drove.
And don't forget, we just want to let you know. Yeah, I know, right? We just want to let everybody know. Don't forget to set your clocks back so you can get an extra hours of sleep. So, what else do we got, Martin?
Hey, I've got Ursula.
Yeah, you got Ursula.
I do. She's, I've got her on. We're going to do an interview. I think maybe she'll be able to answer all the questions that everybody needs. And then we've also got Pits for Patriots. Brower House and Lombard's having their annual tattoo fundraiser on November 2nd to support our troops and match them up for a rescued pit bull. The idea is quite good. I've met them. They're very, very cool.
I love the idea.
It gives the veteran a companion, a friend, somebody to watch over him. And
Now, what I've discovered is that when our Patriots come back, they have some adjustment time that they really need to work through. It's when you have a tragedy, you need to work through it, and when you have a traumatic event, you need friends.
Well, absolutely.
And there's no better friend than a dog. And
I couldn't get through some of my stuff without my dogs. Yeah.
When you match a Patriot with a rescued dog, I can't think of a better way to make it better for these guys.
I met them up at Woodstock Harley, and the things that they do.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh my
twice.
goodness! Yeah, we were together.
We've done that, right? They do rides. Pits for Patriots.
It's real good.
So Pits for Patriots is going to be over at Brower House on Saturday, November 20th or November 2nd. That's this Saturday. We want you to go on out to Brower House and go ahead and support the guys. So what do you think? Think you can go to Brower House on Saturday, Martin?
I think I can roll out of bed and flip over 3 blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Brower House is like in your wheelhouse.
That's one of the close ones.
The last honor flight for this year is it's coming up tomorrow. The very last flight out of Chicago leaves Midway Airport tomorrow night about 8 o'clock. The vets will be coming back. They'll spend all day in Washington, D.C. It's just another way that we can show our thanks and support to those who wear our uniforms. About 100 World War II veterans get on a plane, fully escorted, and visit all the sites around Washington, D.C. for the day, including the World War II monument, which really touches their hearts. So when they get back, we form a flag line, we have a welcoming committee, and it's open to the public where you can actually go out and we can say thank you to the returning World War II vets who never got a thank you.
I have not been on one. I know you have.
I've been on several.
Right, and I've tried. It just hasn't worked with timing and things like that. And hearing people like you come back in, and then knowing that we were going to set one up for Steve's, my husband's dad. Mm-hmm. And he didn't get to make it, but the people are so compassionate. They're setting up the whole thing. It's so
amazing,
cool. And to see the pictures,
it's easy. 2,000 people at Midway Airport.
There's
it's something
nothing,
that
the flag
we
line.
really would love to see you participate in.
Oh yeah, and you don't have to be a biker. You don't have to come on a motorcycle. You can go and park in the garage and things like that. This is something. It's a chance in a lifetime. It's like welcoming one of the heroes home too. That's another thing that really tugs on my heartstrings.
I see a lot of kids,
yeah,
and I want the parents to bring their kids to see what it's like to respect the returning veterans. Now, these are guys who, we're told just back into life, see you bye.
Right.
They come back knowing that they're fine. Exactly
these
like
guys
that.
were
Or
just
the
told
Korean War.
Yeah. That's another one, yeah.
And that will be next. When
we're finally showing appreciation as they get off those planes, and that's
why
the world has changed, yeah.
And that's why I wanted to bring up a special announcement to honor flight there. You guys rock. You guys rock. What else do you got, Martin?
Mantino run on the 15th.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a run. It starts out at 10 a.m. out at Tinley Park and proceeds to the Mantino Veterans Home down in Mantino. It's full of vets, and it keeps the home open for all the vets. One of the nice things about it, if you got, like toiletry stuff and stuff like that's one of the things they need. Lots of, fresh, brand new, clean socks and things like that.
Right.
These are the things that the veterans in that home need. Toothpaste, deodorant, that kind of things.
Yep. Take care of our vets. And what do we got here, Martin? What's this thing?
Boston Harley?
Boston Harley, absolutely.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Jamie Bundy, yeah.
Get a hold of us, and sure enough, they've got some storage specials going on. We're talking about winter bike maintenance last week when Dan was on the show with Gabby, and it's just so cool. If you guys, if you want it done right, these are the guys to do it. Go ahead and they'll store it, but they protect it, and they tend to it like you would at home.
And what else do we got? Oh, this is probably going to be... I'm getting pumped for this one. For all my Florida peeps, I'm going to try and get this a little bit bigger here. Born to Ride, which is probably my theme for all this, for the next hour. I got Born to Ride written all over me.
And why would that be, Dan?
I know. I got a movie producer with a title, Born to Ride, and I have a promoter, a bike specialist, a manufacturer of one of the badassest bikes that I've ever seen.
Guy that puts a stripper pole on the back of a Harley.
Yeah, I have my friend Johnny. Johnny, are you on the phone?
I am, sir. I'm here.
Johnny, thank you for calling into Bike Week America. I really appreciate you taking the time to help us talk about Born to Ride.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight?
Nice
I'm doing
to
great,
meet you.
brother, down here in nice, warm Florida. And getting ready for the big Born to Ride jam this weekend over in the St. Pete, Tampa area. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You're in Pinellas Park, right?
Correct, yep.
Yeah, we got friends down there who absolutely said, "Oh my God!" and they kind of like went with that.
We're
and
gonna
that's
send
how
Reg
I
your
feel.
way.
Yeah,
We're gonna send Reg your way. Buckle up.
So tell me about the party you're throwing, Born to Ride.
Well, I'm not thrown, and I'm just part of it.
Yeah.
So let's be clear on that. But yeah, it's the big Born to Ride jam, and like I said earlier, it's in the Tampa Bay area. So we hope all the motorcycle enthusiasts in the area come out. We've got a lot of the stars from Sons of Anarchy, which is obviously a great television show, motorcycle related. A lot of people really seem to enjoy that television show. I know it's very highly rated. We've got We've got the guys Paul Rogers, who used to be with Bad Company. He's going to be coming out. Not Motley Crue, but Molly Hatchet, excuse me.
There you go.
And David Allen Coe, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, just to name a few.
We need to get on a plane.
I know. I checked airfares. Skip it. But
I
I
understand.
understand.
Come down. It's probably getting cold up there. You might want to come down for a little spring break.
I don't think you heard me mumble "bite me" earlier, did you?
So you're going to be there. You're going to have a booth set up, right?
Yeah, I'll have a couple of my rigs in there, and we'll have.
Cool.
I think we're going to have 5 or 6 bikes there. We've got the original pole chopper, the one that's been on Leno and Discovery, and then we've got our new Stripper Glide, which has a pole on the back that shoots flames out the pole. We've got
cool.
a trike with a fully functional stripper pole on it, and then we've got the new cancer awareness chopper that's been on tour with us all year,
Nice.
which has 18 different cancer ribbons for all the different types of cancer we're hopefully beating this year.
That's cool.
You've been doing some pretty cool stuff. I know you've been doing it for quite a while, and I just want to thank you for giving us a minute of your time tonight with Strip Club. I'm sorry, what's the name of your business? Go ahead and say it.
It's Strip Club Choppers,
Yeah,
not
right.
to be confused with Stripper Club Choppers or Chopper Strip Club or any of that. It's Strip Club Choppers, and we've been around for, believe it or not, 10 years, and done shows all over the world. We were up in Milwaukee for the 110th. We do Sturgis, been to Sturgis for the past 9 years. Obviously, we do Laconia, we do Myrtle Beach, we do Daytona. We do all the big rallies.
Very cool. I will talk to you in just a little bit, but I wanted to thank you for taking the time to join us on Bike Week America. I do fully support.
And you guys, if you want to find the links, you can go to either Dan's or mine or Bike Week America's Facebook page, and the link is on there as well.
We'll have all links to everybody's show today. But yeah, again, thank you very much for calling.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks,
No
Johnny.
worries, thank you.
Johnny Lang, everybody from he's down in Florida having a riot without me.
Like I said, going to send Tina Trowbridge in, and we're going to get pictures.
Yeah, we will. We will.
I'd rather be there.
One last thing in the news. We do have a training program that's coming up this Saturday at Cabela's in Hoffman Estates, something that we think every rider should do. Laurie, tell us about accident scene management.
Accident scene management is a bystander assistance program specifically kind of designed for the motorcyclist. And what it does is it teaches you first aid as to what to do if somebody in your pack went down right next to you. And that's probably one of the most important things to know, I think, at this point.
I'll be there. I'll teach.
Yeah, I will too. I'm not going to teach this weekend, but I do that too. There's a lot of us who do that out there. But I have somebody up here Not working. Okay. Hey!
Hey!
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I can't thank you enough for coming up from Georgia.
Yeah?
This is so cool. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
The spider.
To you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Do we want to hear Dan sing?
That's all you get.
Thank you for that.
Yay! Today we get to hear your story directly from what we'd say the horse's mouth. We haven't been around. We haven't been able to go. We haven't. We haven't had a lot of answers because you've been sick. Something happened to you. You were. I was with you the night before you left. In February.
Mm-hmm.
What happened on your road to Sturgis, my dear?
Well, sadly, a young gentleman decided to attempt to pass a semi-truck in a pretty deep curve, and that didn't quite work out. So I got hit head-on. Subsequently, I flatlined for a moment or two, but I'm here.
Thankfully.
Right?
I'm a little shorter on one end, but I'm still here.
She lists.
Yes. We call her Eileen.
I'm still 5'11" on this side.
Yeah.
Crash, boom, bang. Amputated a week after the hospital, as you know.
Yeah.
A week after that, I was going stir crazy. I can't stand four walls. So I evacuated myself from there, went back to my father's in Georgia to attempt to recover.
Yeah. You're staying with your mom, or Miss Pat, and
Miss
your
Pat,
dad right
yeah.
now.
My dad, Miss Pat. Yep.
Yeah. How's that going down there? I mean, how serious were your injuries other than the amputation?
Well,
and of course, flatlining. That's pretty serious.
yeah.
Well,
I had, of course, major trauma to the left leg, all the way from the hip all the way down, basically. I had a minor spleen burst. It wasn't quite that bad. And then I had a dislocated shoulder.
All right.
And of course, my girl is gone. She's got totaled now. But
She's thinking about you, I'm sure.
yeah, I mean, she took a good chunk out of that automobile. So she said her last
And she
piece.
protected you to the end. So, I mean, that's a good bike.
Yep.
Kept you
Yep.
protected.
Not bad for an old girl.
You and I have talked a lot about the depression and how you're handling this from the accident.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Well, it's getting a little bit better being back home. I never really considered Chicago home because I've always been an import. But, you know, after years, and a lot of people watching already know about the bike group that I created.
Right. I'm part of it.
Yeah.
Wait.
But, you know, my support, I mean, my family is all in Georgia, and they all love me very much.
Right.
They are different individuals than I am in a lot of manners. But my support and the people I've known for my whole adult life are all here. Hence why as soon as I got the ability to run, I came home. The doc said, you can travel, and I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
Daddy bought you that car and you're here.
Yeah, Dad bought that car, and he tweaked it this way, that way, got the electric scooter on the back, and Ursula drove 750 miles to get
In
here.
2 days.
Yeah.
Let's not even go there.
Hey, I used to do it in 10 and a half hours.
Yeah, well, yeah, you didn't have like subsequent trauma and all this other stuff either when you did that.
But to answer your question, we kind of got off track. I would say the depression and the PTSD is the most traumatic of the whole thing, to be honest. Physically, I had some staph infection, which set me back 5 weeks, but physically speaking, things are going the way they ought to go.
Right.
The infection was due to a lot of road debris, grass, gravel, crap in my leg, you know, that type of stuff, which they told me I could expect.
Oh, yeah.
So that wasn't really that much of a surprise. I didn't think it would be 5 weeks, but, you know, whatever.
5 weeks is in the whole big grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well, I'm
too
only
bad,
102
so.
days old today.
That's right.
So,
It's
you know,
102.
what's 5 weeks? But yeah, the reason I wanted to talk more about the PTSD and the depression is not only are the veterans close to my heart, as everybody knows, my father's a 30-year U.S. veteran, but you know, PTSD, you hear a lot about veterans with PTSD, but you really don't think too much about other things that happen to all of us, you know, or maybe a family member or a good friend.
See it in fire service and EMS a
yeah.
lot. We see that a lot, even though nobody speaks about it because we're all
Yeah,
fine.
and that's the thing is that, you know, people don't talk about depression. Oh my God, that's such a bad thing. It's such a stigma. And you know what? Things stink. you know, and when they stink, they stink.
We got a call.
You know?
You got to call somebody.
We have 1 minute.
We have 1 minute to get a caller, and then we got to wrap.
All right.
Hello, you're live with Ursula.
Yes, I'm sorry, Ursula. I just wanted to thank you. I've got a short time. I wanted to let her know she's been an inspiration watching the show tonight. I was involved in a serious car accident. I suffered greatly. Blah, blah, blah. But I want to compliment her, you know, just the little things in life we appreciate. I'm a guy. I just got my hair cut the other day, and it's just you enjoy every sandwich. She lost a limb, but, you know, then there's people that humble her by when you see someone without any legs. But today I've had a bad day with pain, suffering from my car accident, and you've humbled me and made me feel better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Wow, see?
You know, it's funny because I get that
I don't
all
even know
over.
who that was.
You know what? I get it from all over. I mean, I've had so much wonderful support. People I know and don't know. It's just been amazing. I can't thank
You're easy to
everybody enough.
love. You're easy to love.
You know, you give it and you get it back 100 times over.
I think we're running out of time. I want to ask you, how do you feel about getting on a motorcycle again?
Fascinating. My girlfriend Tracy drove me home. I flew back a couple weeks ago, a month or so ago. My girlfriend Tracy drove me back to my father's in Georgia, and we stopped at a Harley dealer. And I went in the Harley dealer and proceeded right back out crying. And there was a gentleman in the parking lot named Robert.
Yeah.
Gave me a ride around the lot 4 times. And then we had a family reunion in Pensacola, Florida with my Miss Pat and her family. And my buddy Bill Farsolis, God bless him, 75 miles on the back of a bike. I wasn't scared a bit. And I wish to continue the broad journey.
The smile got big. Yeah, your broad journey has just begun again.
Yeah, but
Different
the broad
path.
journey will be a little bit different this time. You know, so that I don't give my dad another heart attack.
Any of us, please.
Yeah, I might try to do an RV and pull a bike, and I'd like to hit all the A-baits around the country and whoever else will listen to my story. And I think we need to hit these young people in driver's education.
Yes.
And
start them off young, knowing.
Make them aware of motorcycles. You know, they tell you about semi-trucks and blind spots.
Where to pull to the right for emergency vehicles. They don't say anything about what to do for a bike.
There's no motorcycle awareness and driver's education for young people.
Right.
And so when the Broad can get back on the road, my AfterDeath has new purpose.
Excellent.
Cool.
You know,
And the thing is that you'll pay it forward. You and I have talked about that too.
I've always tried to do that, and now I've got even more reason to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that your journey has just begun again on a different path.
And I want to thank you guys. You guys had me on before the Broad journey began the first time, and you got me back now. So thanks for the love and support.
You can't get rid of us. We're like a tick.
I know. That's all right.
We're getting good at that thing. You know, after the vet visit yesterday.
Funny.
So, we have anybody else?
Job.
Or?
Good
Thanks.
job, Martin.
Thanks.
All right. Martin's back.
Yeah,
All right.
you know what? You can put me back in the studio. I can do okay.
I think you're doing great.
Dan is over here, stage left, as you'd be looking at it.
Let's do one more call.
Yeah, let's do one more call.
Let's do one more call.
It's Tracy.
Tracy, you got 1 minute.
Hey, babe, you got 1 minute.
1 minute? I can talk for 2 hours.
We know that.
Tracy, you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, Tracy, you've got 10 seconds, 9, 8. Go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, your journey is not over. It will always be going as long as all of us are here.
Yeah.
You got
absolutely.
it. I love you, baby.
This is the
Love you
Tracy
too,
that
gal.
drove her. So I knew she'd be watching tonight.
Yeah.
Tracy's a friend of ours who's a nurse, and she hovers like us, so she hovers around us.
Yeah,
she's a good lady.
She's
We'll
good
keep her.
people. She's good people.
We'll keep her. What are you doing, Tracy? How'd that go? She's gone. Hello?
And she's gone. Okay, and I'm back. I want to thank everybody
Thanks,
for
Tracy.
watching Bike Week America. We're your premier Bike Week America.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We're the premier show for bikers. Yeah.
And if you'd like to see the entire computer, there you go.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week. Stay tuned for our next half hour.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to my chaos.
Chaos is good too.
everywhere.